Hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Life is Strange, Wavelengths. In the last episode, Steph's dating life promptly came crashing down all around her. She has issues. And she's not dealt with them, and it's fucking her over in the present. And I don't think she's going to deal with them. I think Steph is just going to ignore them and carry on with her day.
I should probably stop sourcing my daily caloric intake from this table.
No, you need balanced meals.
No matter how many times I clean it, I can't get rid of the smell.
Ew.
This is like 95% Twizzler wrappers.
I'm somewhat concerned for your health, Steph. I'm more than somewhat concerned.
Hey, horse. Did you know that gummy bears are made out of horse feet?
I love that zoom in on its face like it was shocked.
I won't rest until you're more sticker than support beam. I might have been a little optimistic about the demand for these.
Hey, I mean, considering how down you are, I'm like, a little optimism isn't necessarily a bad thing, if it's cheering you up.
Oh man, I'm only 20 years too late.
Haven Springs Haunted Hayride, open October 2nd through November 1st, 1998, sponsored by Rocky Mountain Record Traders.
Pull yourself together, Misty.
She needs a hand. She needs a hand to do that.
Still haven't figured out what's making my snare buzz. Ugh. Legends tell of a distant epoch when more than one employee's coat hung from this rack.
Okay, that looks like everything back here. Okay. Yeah, we have the song. Read chores on the laptop. Okay. But first exploring. There is always exploring.
Country is 1 part heartbreak, 1 part liquor, and then a motherfucking fiddle that can rock your ass.
And that last bit is the best bit. The fiddle that rocks your ass is always the best bit.
Step 1 of my grand plan to corrupt the youth. Still amazes me that we now sell comics. Props to Thanor for drumming up so much interest.
It was a good idea. It was a very good idea.
Wait, which one did Gabe do again?
Why do I get the feeling that he might have done all 3? Maybe he just loves Halloween and pumpkins and shit.
Get it? Steph picks instead of staff picks? Ryan made me do it. I already tried rubbing his belly.
I hope nothing happened, because if something did happen, that would be fucking weird.
Chef Betty's been getting a lot of traffic from this bulletin board. Think I'll ask for my cut and risotto.
Hey, get in there, Chef Betty. And oh! Daisy's gone missing by this point. Daisy was missing for a while. Because, yeah, it was the spring festival, so holy shit, Daisy had been missing for 8, unless maybe she went missing multiple times. Maybe she just keeps getting loose.
I dragged this whole ass chair out here, and I haven't even used it for a nap yet. Criminal. Dude was camped out here for 3 hours. Didn't buy a thing. On the plus side, he did leave all this shit for me to clean up.
Rude. Rude, if you're browsing the comics, at least put them back. Clean up after yourself.
I've lost 20 years of lower back functionality using this goddamn relic. Ryan says it's state law for every place of business to feature living greenery, and I still can't tell if he's lying.
I love it. I love it just that he could be lying. He might also not be, though.
Just checking out some other options.
Oh. Recent searches, DJ jobs in Chicago, Illinois, alternative 88 .6, The Wasteland Nighttime DJ. The Wasteland is looking for our next great DJ to dominate our moonlit radio waves with a stellar taste in music and at least 5 years of experience at broadcasting. We've got like under a year. That's something. Oh my god! I'm sorry, this is all I ever wanted. I wanted to know what happened to Mr. Jeffs. I'm like, I need to know what his time in prison is like. I need to know that this man is being beat the shit out of every day. I need that knowledge in my life. Oh, you're wishing that someone would get beaten up? Yeah, he was violating young women. He might not have been physically sticking his penis into people, but he was violating them. He was violating, like, I think back to Max in the dark room where he was stood, like, just putting his legs over her and, like, crawling. Oh, no, beat him to death in prison. Through the lens of a killer, 5 years later, photographers reflect on the shocking events of Arcadia Bay by Sam Young? Maybe? Everyone in the world of photography knew Mark Jefferson by August of 1996. Following his landmark showing at the Radial Nova exhibit in New York, Jefferson's stark sexual style was both critically and commercially unparalleled. But the future of this Oregon native was not bright. In fact, it would darken the history of the seaside Arcadia Bay forever. I want to know more. I want to know if this man has been beaten to death in prison yet. I need to know, please. Again, you shouldn't wish violence on people, but he's a fucking bitch. Like, I'm just saying, if like, you do some things, I'm like, no, it's fine. You were touching kids? It's okay to wish violence upon you. You've murdered 47 people? It's okay to wish violence on you. What he was doing, like, fuck him.
Okay, but how to become a home inspector includes 10 aggressively personal journal prompts, and they're amazing.
Anything over here? Aha, new releases.
As long as bands keep putting out actual records, I'll keep trying to sell them to actual customers.
Nice.
We haven't exactly been getting the cream of the crop for this job opening.
J. Lowell, bio, I'm the kind of guy that when people talk to me, I make them feel like $1,000,000. I listen to a lot of music and also on the radio. If you hire me as a DJ, you won't regret it. Work experience, camp counselor, 2 or 3 years. What do you mean 2 or 3? You don't know? You don't know? Canary Cafe delivery guy. Dogs? What does this mean? Thought about being a rideshare driver for a while. I write songs too. Skills, listening to music, talking about music. See, at least CPR is actually useful. Whatever else you need. References, Nancy Lowell, aunt. Chad Smith, friend. Eugene Wick, supervisor, do not contact. No. No, my dear. We're not hiring you. Absolutely not.
Definitely getting this one framed.
Oh! Thanks for being my practice model. You were too wrapped up in the jukebox game to notice. Love, Shah. Oh, that's cool as fuck. That's cool as fuck. Also, I'm slightly concerned because I keep seeing something black moving on my walls are white. My walls are white, and I'm seriously concerned that there is a dark spider sort of occasionally dipping down. I've got cupboards above where my computer is, and I'm slightly worried that it's going like, okay, I'm gonna go underneath the cupboard, and I'm gonna go back up through a crack. Like, I don't want, no. Severe arachnophobia. I don't fuck with spiders. I will scream. If a spider appears in the middle of the wall, I will scream. And I don't know what the fuck. I don't mean this wall, I mean my wall. Game, what the fuck? No, that was weird. That was weird, no.
Been a while since I've worked on my song-ish thing. I've been tinkering with this one for like half a year, and I still don't know what it's supposed to be. I like it, though, so far.
It's good. The t-shirt! The t-shirt with the stag, I want! Sorry, you know me, I love stags. I love stags.
It might sound pretty dope with a breakdown, right? Oh, and a vocal track.
Ooh, a triumphant breakdown, a dark breakdown. To me, this sounds pretty triumphant. To me, this sounds like, hey, we came through the darkness and we're reaching for the light. We're gonna fucking do this. We're gonna stick it to the man. I like the idea that while Steph is like, she's dealing with this really bad depression, she's writing something triumphant. She's writing something to lead her out of the darkness, even if she doesn't realize it.
Maybe I'll really bring that epic victory vibe in the breakdown. It's gonna be a lot of work, but I'm on a roll now.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the rest of this for the new employee, assuming I can get one.
Hey, Jesse will start working here at some point.
Poor CDs. None of the charm of vinyl, nor the convenience of streaming. But hey, at least you're shiny. I can't even imagine working the shop in the throes of Beatlemania.
Grand renaming and reopening 1968. Sobeys Music is now Rocky Mountain Record Traders. Jazz, rock and roll, rhythm and blues, folk, country and western come to our grand reopening July 1st, 1968 from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. I do like rhythm and blues. I like country, I like rhythm and blues. I think my favorite rhythm and blues, House of the Rising Sun, hands down.
I wonder how long it took to get the scent of hairspray and Jack Daniels out of the shop.
Cradle Snake Meet and Greet, 1987.
Man, the 90s must have been a wild time to be an edgy goth dork.
Protest against Dr. Blasphemy's album release, 1994. Attention! Moms Against Satanic Songs Mass will be organising a picket outside the Rocky Mountain Record Traders on September 17th, 1994. The Record Traders has elected to stock the new album by the rock and roll artist Dr. Blasphemy. Dr. Blasphemy's music is an obscene mockery of good taste, American values and traditional lifestyles. It is imperative that we keep this filth out of the hands of our impressionable children. No such thing as bad press. Yes, get in there, Cass. Get in there.
I can't imagine doing the same job for like 4 decades.
Keisha's Retirement Party 2004. You are cordially invited to attend the retirement party of Keisha Sobieski to be held at Rocky Mountain Record Traders August 13th, 2004 at 8 p.m. Oh. I mean, it's no wonder she loves this place. It's no wonder she loves this place so much.
No, Ryan, they mean remaining players who also hatched a dragon egg. Duh.
Secret of the Dragon's Den. If 2 or more players hatch a dragon egg card at the same time, the player with the most dragon egg cards may summon the Elder Dragon first. If that player cannot pay the mana cost, the Elder Dragon visits the remaining players in descending order of dragon egg cards held. The rules are pretty darn clear. I demand a rematch. Ooh.
So glad I decided to hang on to this monstrosity.
I like that. This is so bright. So many pretty colors, yes.
This filled up like a week after I printed a new one, which is one of those good problems.
Hey, Charlotte, A Star's Eye View, Sam, Instinct Party, Beck, Give Me Cash, Gabe, Wasted, Jamie, Bottle Popper, Margot, Exalted, Riley, Isn't It Strange Today, Quinn, Down in the Dumps, Jed, I've Got a Secret, Hector, Cyan Nightmares soundtrack, Gabe, Shot Through Memory, Eleanor, Field Walking, Janelle, Android Acapella, and Sita, Blossoms of a Rose. Sita is the only one who hasn't picked up their record. Lovely. Hey, you're doing it. You're doing it. You're revitalizing this place.
Can't believe this was gathering dust in the back, when it could have been gathering dust out here.
Okay, let's check out this list.
Let's see what I have left. Oh, good. All of it.
Chores to tackle because no one else does any work around here. Shelf comics around listening station. Clean up trash in back room. Shelve new albums in new releases section. Find the CD requested in Andy's email.
All right.
Oh.
Just a few chores left.
Okay, well, first things first. Let's get that phone. Hello?
You're on with Steph.
Yes. Okay. I need your help. I'm in trouble with HR.
What did you do?
I screwed up. I was chatting with my coworker about the gym. We were talking about leg day, and she said she wanted to work more on her lower body.
Here it comes. What did you say?
I said her butt was fine as is, and she shouldn't worry about it, which was dumb.
Dude.
Yeah, you think it's dumb to talk about your coworker's butt?
I know, but does it really need to be a whole big thing? I'm not that kind of guy, really. But now I'm freaking out. Can you tell me what will happen with HR?
I'll see what I can do.
Dude, how would you feel if a guy came up to you and started talking about your butt? I guarantee you wouldn't like it. I guarantee you'd be like, oh, what is, I'm not gay. Oh, why are you talking about my butt? Oh, like, it doesn't matter if the woman is heterosexual, like, maybe she wants to work, like, if she does want to work on her ass, if she wants a nutcracker butt, have you considered she's doing it for herself? Not everything is about male attention. Like, the vast majority of women I know put on makeup because they want to look in the mirror and go, damn, you a hot bitch. I'm fine as fuck. Look at me. I am gorgeous. It's not for other people. It's not because they want, oh, I want men. I want all of the boys to look at me and think I'm sexy. They put it on because I'm like, because I don't wear makeup. They put it on because they're like, I'm fine as fuck. Look at me, I am gorgeous, I am sexy, I am confident, I'm gonna kick this, I'm gonna kill whatever I'm doing today, like this is my day, this is my time. Like, it's not all about male attention, like, you wouldn't like it if some guy came up to you talking about your ass. Don't do it with other people, it's not right.
The most nothing number on the die. A conversation with HR. Not much to go on from the dice roll. So, what do I think this guy deserves?
A second chance, the riot act. I mean, to be honest, if he was apologetic, you know, if he had just said like, hey, I get why she's pissed. I get why she's pissed. I made an unwelcome comment on her body. She could have been talking about her legs. If she's working on her lower body, she could be talking about her legs. Maybe she wants to, you know, define her calves or work on her thighs. I don't know workout shit. I don't know this stuff, but like maybe that's what she was talking about and you just assumed, oh, she's talking about her ass because everyone wants a nice ass. If he was apologetic and was like, I fucked up, I said something stupid, I wasn't thinking, and it just slipped out, and that's not an excuse, but like that's what was going through my brain, like, I'm so sorry. Instead he's like, oh yeah, it was bad, but like, why is this being made into a big thing? Why is this being made into a big thing? God, I just commented on her arse. Or like, if he was apologetic, a second chance. He's acting like, why am I being bothered with this? Why is this a thing?
I'm back. Ready to face the music?
Let's just get it over with.
You sit down with HR in a hard plastic waiting room chair, next to a hang in there poster from the 80s. You tell HR the same story you told me about leg day and not being that kind of guy, but your HR rep isn't having any of it.
No. Really?
You read the riot act about appropriate workplace interactions, notes get scribbled in your file. In the end, you're let off with an official warning.
That's so unfair. It was a stupid mistake. Does that make me some creep all of a sudden?
It's not what you did in the moment, it's your response to it afterwards.
All right, man, just stop. Clearly, you care more about your perception of yourself as a good guy than actually doing good.
But
You don't want to accept responsibility. You just want to skate by and avoid ever owning up to what you did. And that makes you worse than a creep. It makes you an asshole. Please direct any further questions to your HR rep. Thanks for the call.
Anyone can make a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. We are human. We are very fallible creatures. And, you know, something inappropriate slipping out, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world as long as you apologize. And that's the thing, as long as you are capable of looking inwards and going, I fucked up. I wasn't thinking, and I said something really creepy and not nice.
I still need to talk up our sponsors if I want to get paid.
In a minute. Like the acknowledgement of I said something wrong. I said something wrong, and I completely understand why I'm being called in to see HR. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I did. That goes a long way. It was the fact that he was very much like, oh yeah, I said something bad, but like, why is it being made into this huge thing? Why am I having to suffer for my mistake? Like, why? Like that. That's where I'm like, ooh, no, sir.
Maybe I can make out another ad from today's copy.
I don't think we can. I think I'm gonna go for the... No, I think we can get more out of the avalanche thing, but, yeah, just to finish my thought, it's not that he said something creepy. It's that he responded by saying, oh, well, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. Clearly she was upset. Clearly she was very upset if she went to HR. Maybe this is a British thing, but I know that over here, generally speaking, you would only go to HR if you feel like a line has been crossed. If someone has pushed on one of your boundaries, you're not going to go to HR for every little thing, like, oh, someone gave me a nasty glare, I think, whilst they were making coffee. Like, you're not gonna go to HR for anything. It's like, no, this person really offended me. They said something, like, nasty to me. They were rude. Maybe it's a different work culture over in the States, but from my perspective, it's like, she must have been really upset. She must have been really upset if she went to the trouble of going to HR, because that could look badly on her. She might have a HR that's really sexist that would go, oh, darling, why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? He said your ass looked nice. He said your ass looked nice. Why for are you complaining? Sit your ass down, you stupid bitch. They could have turned around and said that. She must have been quite upset, and he's being completely dismissive. He's only focusing on like, oh, why am I being punished? Why am I being punished? I just said something that upset someone. Like, what? Like, we have this wonderful thing called freedom of speech. You can say whatever you like. Freedom of speech is not freedom from consequences. You can say whatever you like, there are going to be consequences for it, and this is your consequence. Deal with that, sir. Open on Halloween. Free cones to... I would assume that's free cones to customers who are in costume. That would make sense. I've seen that as a business practice.
Here's an offer from our most loyal sponsors, Avalanche Ice Cream.
Yep, they're open on Halloween.
Avalanche will be open on Halloween. So, if Mom stuffs a coat under your princess dress, know that you can swing by Avalanche and stick your sweaty face in the freezer. They'll be giving out free cones to anyone.
Yeah, in costume would make sense.
Who wears a costume? So, dust off that Dracula cape and sink your fangs into a scoop of Black Forest cherry. Anyway, check it out.
That sounds good. I want that.
KRCT's countdown to Halloween begins next week. Don't miss out on some of the most iconic horror film scores, and some giveaways too.
What are you giving away? I would like that. I want to take part in the giveaway. Now I really want a slice of Black Forest Gatto cake. I'm pretty sure that has cherries. I feel like that has cherries. I'ma Google that in between episodes. I swear down, Black Forest Gatto, it's chocolate and cherries. I swear down. I swear down.
They found her body in the junkyard. Like fucking trash.
Oh my god, Chloe! Where's Chloe?
Oh. Well, damn. Well, damn. I don't think I have any words. I don't think I have any words. We're just gonna distract ourselves. Gonna distract ourselves with work.
Come on, Gingrich.
I'd be interested to see how this could be different, because obviously the other option is like Chloe's alive but the town was destroyed. I think I'm definitely, once I've finished with this DLC, I'm gonna rewatch it from someone who saved Chloe to see the differences.
Thanks for calling KRCT. You're on with Steph.
Hey. Hi. This is my first time calling, so sorry if I get it wrong.
Hey! No wrong answers.
Hey, don't worry. There's no way to get it wrong. Just tell me what's on your mind.
Right. Thanks. Well, I played on my high school soccer team last year, since all the rec leagues here stop at age 16. And this girl on the team is just, I don't know, the worst. Like, I know I'm awkward sometimes. I'm not like a cool girl, but that's no excuse for her to torture me like she does. I don't want to stop playing. Soccer is the only thing I've ever really been good at. I guess what I want to know is, I want to stand up for myself, but will that turn out well? Or should I just call it quits now?
That legitimately sucks. Let me see what I can see.
Okay, well, let's keep our fingers crossed for a good roll for this, lass.
Boom. 16. Bullies are the worst, especially when they ruin something you love. What do I tell her? She rolled pretty high.
You shut her down. You become friends. Oh, you shut her shit down. You shut her shit down.
All right. Ready to hear your future?
Yeah. What is it?
You keep your head down, and at first, it feels like nothing's changed. She keeps at it, torturing you whenever she gets the chance. But one day...
Oh, yeah, she screws up.
In the dead heat of a tied game, she goes for the steal and misses. You totally stunt on her, getting possession and sinking the go-ahead goal, top corner, near post. The crowd goes wild, and in an instant, your teammates wake up.
Sweet.
Things don't become totally amazing right away, but by the end of the season, you and your teammates are thick as thieves, and Miss Mean Girl is out in the cold. Turns out, nobody likes an asshole, and they were all just waiting for permission to stop pretending.
I mean, yeah, it sounds good, but it's just a nice story.
Well, if it helps, I've been there.
Really?
Yeah. Middle school, high school, I thought I'd have to move away to make it stop. Kids like this girl of yours have a nose for what makes you different. They sense weird and they get their claws out. But if you figure out what makes you weird and embrace it, arm yourself with it, you take it out of their hands and into yours. They're left with no ammunition. For me, it was coming out. For you, who knows? But whatever makes you weird is also what makes you a badass. Trust me.
Thanks, Steph. That does help. A lot.
You're welcome. And thanks for calling.
Oh, that reminds me of I'm gonna go to here so that Steph doesn't cut me off. That reminds me of an incident from when I was in secondary school, high school, for you Americans out there. So I'm a big girl. I've always been a big girl. I have been obese for as long as I can remember. Technically speaking, I think I'm more than obese. I'm morbidly obese. I am a very, very big girl. And that was no different when I was in secondary school. And to be brutally honest, I did not like myself when I was in secondary school. I was not a nice person. I was not a nice person. If you had asked me at the time, I would have said, oh, I was relentlessly bullied. No, I was an asshole. I was an asshole. Absolutely. Like, so much of the bullying I experienced was me getting a dig in first because I thought, oh, everyone's going to hurt me. Everyone is going to hurt me. I've mentioned this before. I'm a childhood sexual abuse survivor. My abuser was a classmate in primary school. And as such, I had this assumption of everyone's going to hurt me. Everyone is going to hurt me. Therefore, I need to get that first dig in. I need to get in the first strike so that they know to leave me the fuck alone. And so much of the bullying, I'm using air quotes there, the bullying I experienced was people responding to me being shitty. And for years, I didn't realize that. I was in my early 20s when I realized, oh shit, like I wasn't. Like, there's a line in a Key and Peele sketch. I'm not being oppressed. I'm just an asshole. Like, I realized that. I had that realization. I was like, oh my God. I was just a bitch. That's what was going on. Oh. And there was some bullying. There was some genuine bullying. But, like, the vast majority of it was me being shitty and people responding in kind because, you know, they're not just going to stand around and take it and they shouldn't have had to. There was an incident where I was going to English class. Again, I'm so sorry for all of the tongue fumbles and the slurred words. I was going to English class and we had wooden chairs. And what always happened, teachers always forgot that I was in their class. They always forgot. Like my homeroom teacher, we all had we all had our individual desks where we could store stuff in between lessons. My homeroom teacher used my desk for their storage. And they didn't care. Like they just thought, oh, this desk isn't in use. And I'm sat there like, where can I put all my stuff? You've taken my space. And she was just like, oh, it doesn't matter. I had to store all of my books in my bag. Like, I injured my back. I injured my back because my book bag was so fucking heavy. It only, like, I believe I fell. I fell, and my bag landed on my leg, and I had a limp. I didn't break anything, but my leg was fucked up. And I think the school kind of thought, like, oh shit, are the parents gonna sue? Are the parents gonna sue? And my teacher had to move all of their shit, because, like, they said, why was she carrying all of her books? Why was she carrying all of her books in the bag? Why wasn't it in the desk? And that's when the other teachers realised, well, shit, her homeroom teacher is using her desk. And so all of the teacher stuff got moved out of the desk, and she had such an attitude. So I'm hopping all over the place. So in the English classroom, there was a wooden chair. It was broken. It was on the verge of breaking. And so they were like, right, we'll move it to a desk that isn't used. It was my desk. So I come in. Obviously, I'm not aware that this chair is about to collapse. I sit, and as I put, like, the smallest bit of pressure, the chair breaks. So, fat girl breaks chair by sitting on it. The class erupts into laughter. The class erupts into laughter. There are people pointing, like, oh, fatty, ah, just, like, going mental. And then I start laughing because it was fucking funny. It was fucking funny. I start laughing. And the room goes quiet. Like that. Because the moment I found it funny, it wasn't funny to them. It was only funny when I was in pain and when I was humiliated. But the minute they realised she's not humiliated, she's not crying, she's not sad, she finds this funny, suddenly it became less funny. No one laughed. It was just like, oh, she broke a chair. Damn, okay. It completely took the power of that scenario out of their hands and into mine. So I really like Steph's message there of, like, you find your weirdness. There are some people who will see that weirdness and they will take it. And they will, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna use this to harass you. But the minute you go, like, yeah, I know I'm weird. Like, I know. Like, I see, I have weird hobbies. I'm a fat girl and I've just broken a chair. Like, why the fuck should I be ashamed? Like, why the fuck would I be humiliated by this? Like, because the teacher, bless her. To be fair, the teacher could have made up the thing about, like, it was a broken chair. Like, I felt, when I sat, I felt like, oh shit, one of the legs is not sturdy. One of the legs is not sturdy. It's going. Out from underneath me. But the teacher was trying to get everyone to shut up and stop laughing. And when I started, like I said, I started laughing, everyone else shut up. And she immediately was like, Callista, I'm quite, like, you're not crying? And I'm like, no, it's like a fat person sitting on a chair and it breaking is funny. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say it isn't. Like, it's amusing. It's amusing as hell. I have a sense of humor about my weight. And, like, bless this teacher. This teacher properly was like, I've got to get everyone to shut up. Oh, they did. They shut up on their own. You take your weirdness. You take your weirdness that someone else wants to use to hurt you and you say, I own it. I own this. I own the fact that I have broken a chair. I own this. And it suddenly loses all humour. And yes, 100% agree with you there, Steph. 100% agree. Now then, I am out of time for this episode. In the next one, can we complete the tasks, or is everything going to remind us that Chloe is dead? Find out in the next one. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.
I still need to talk up our sponsors if I want to get paid.